Hello everybody and welcome to my Saturday morning stream. I am hoping desperately that this week I'm playing a game that is better than the one I played last week, where I played that game, and that was probably the worst thing I've played, certainly in the last year or so, maybe ever. Now this is Harvest Moon One World, which as far as I can tell is not going to be great. What I've heard of it so far suggests that it's not the bestest game in the world, but I'm hoping it's fun. You know, I'm hoping I can enjoy it anyway. And it gives me a bit of a Harvest Moon scratch itch. Scratch the Harvest Moon itch for me for a little while anyway. So for people who don't necessarily know what's been going on with this series, Harvest Moon is not Harvest Moon anymore. So the Harvest Moon of yesteryear, from the Super Nintendo onwards, that became Story of Seasons around the 3DS era. And then this Harvest Moon is a new property that just happens to have the license for that name. So there's a bit of confusion out there about which is which. We are playing Harvest Moon, which is the new one, which is not related to the Harvest Moon of yesteryear. Just because it's better to be confusing, apparently. But anyway, once again, hopefully it's okay. I've heard things that it's not the best game in the world, but if it's okay, then I will get my money's worth. So we'll jump straight into it, I think. Hopefully some people jump in and talk. I mean, I'm not sure how many Harvest Moon fans follow me on these social medias, but I like the series. I always have liked the series. I play as a girl. Since last night when I was on the Nocia stream, I played as a boy. Let's play as a girl this time. Give her slightly darker skin. Greenish hair, of course, because always do that. And blue eyes. That's cute enough. And give her a name. Right, so we get to pick a birthday. That'll do. So I don't know anything about this one really. It dropped out of nowhere. There weren't any review codes. I actually had to buy a copy, which is always a bad sign, I guess, when the PR just doesn't have review codes to share. Especially when you actually ask for one. I asked for a code and they just didn't have any, which is just not a good sign. Once, long ago, a world rich in resources. Creatures great and small thrived on the verdant landscape. Good word, that, verdant. Fruit and veggies grew in abundance all year round. The peeps lived in peace and harmony. This is a book we're reading. You may have seen that at the start. Your character is reading a book, so obviously catching up on the world history. So, typical utopia kind of thing. Everybody lived in harmony. There was enough for everybody to live comfortably, have food and stuff. Okay. So we're straight into the gameplay now. Use the left stick to move your character. Press the A button while standing in front of somebody to talk to them. That's never had that happen before. Oh, so it's okay. Like the graphics are nice. It's very pleasant to look at. Character's nice and mobile, responsive. The game hasn't crashed yet, so far we're in a better place than that game. This week's already better in terms of the stream and what I'm streaming. Character designs they're nice. Now I have also been playing Story of Seasons, the new one, Olive Town, which comes out in 2 or 3 weeks. So I've been playing that on preview basis. I can't talk about it too much right now because the embargo on the review hasn't lifted. But Story of Seasons is certainly a bigger budget. I don't really want to say big because it's not exactly a big budget game, but it certainly has a higher level of presentation values than this. This is quite 101. But it's not unpleasant by any means. It looks like we're running a bit low on potatoes. Would you mind taking Doc to go look for more? Okay, so we're going to go find some potatoes. That's our first little quest. I will probably do some comparisons to Story of Seasons as we play along, just because these games release so close to one another and they are so similar to each other. Can't go out that way. This door. So, okay, there we go. So yes, very simple looking. Very simple looking. But the character models are not unpleasant. And that must be Doc. So those little love hearts that you see there next to their name, that obviously will be the relationship system. As you talk to these characters, give them gifts and whatever, you can build a relationship with them. And then if this is anything like every other Harvest Moon I've ever played, at some point you'll be able to pick one character to be your spouse. From a range, it won't be every single character in there, but you'll be able to marry up with one of them. I would imagine that in this case, because I'm playing as a girl character, it'll be a boy. I don't know if the Harvest Moon series has gone in for same-sex relationships at the moment. I know Story of Seasons has, but I don't know if Harvest Moon has got to that point just yet. So our character, our protagonist, has an obsession with this book, whatever. Let's go get some food. Let's get some potatoes. Need to go find potatoes. So we're in a mountainous area, I see. Can't go that way, we'll need to break that down. It's very colourful green. That grass is very, very bright and garish on my screen. It looks like it's hard to find some food. So we need to go find some crops to pick potatoes out of. There's one. Why can I not? Oh, there we go. So it's a little bit picky in terms of you having to be in the exact spot to pick up the potato. That could become annoying. More potato. More potato. So we don't want potatoes, we want tomatoes, cabbages and carrots. But these things have all disappeared from the world apparently. That would be pretty horrible. Existence on potatoes. I mean, I'm a fan of chips as much as the next person, but yeah, potatoes not my thing really. Another potato. Oh, it's a little fairy. So, I mean, the Harvest Moon series, for people who haven't played them, they're usually about restoring nature by living in harmony with it. So there's usually a kind of a harvest goddess who is a spirit of nature. And you're usually set with a task of building up your farm, making sure it's healthy, growing lots of good crops. And yes, you make a lot of money, but at the same time you bring the world into equilibrium as well at the same time. I would imagine that this will follow that trend as well. This Doc is a bit of a bit of a dick. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Doc. A bit nasty, a bit unpleasant. Anyway, we're going to follow that little spirit. I'm sure that the spirit's going to lead us to the goddess. At least they believe us. Doc believes us. Oh, this is a bit of a ugly... Look at all that weeds. We're going to have to clear all of that away, I'm sure. There's an acorn there. Don't know if you can eat acorns, can you? I've never tried to eat an acorn, I don't think. I assume you can, because squirrels do. But it'd be a bit tough, wouldn't it? Alright, so we've got another little quest to do. Collecting acorns to give to the little spirit. I have... Some scientists do these dockies. Doc doesn't even know that what a seed looks like. So because we were nice and friendly to that little spirit, they've given us some seeds. Hopefully not to grow potatoes. Let's grow... Well, if it's anything like every other Harvest Moon ever, then it'll be like turnips first, I think. But we haven't got the tools to, I don't think. Where's our tools? Where can we... Oh, we've got to go get to the shed so we can get our tools out of there. There we go. That's what we needed. A hoe. So this is obviously all the tutorial still, of course. Ah, we've only got the one turnip seed, but at least it's not a potato. Here we go. Okay, now we've got to go get ourselves some water. So this is all exactly like every other Harvest Moon. I would have been really surprised if it was some kind of innovative game that was going to change up how we go about playing Harvest Moon. So if you don't water the crops, they do eventually die. Here we go. No, of course not. It takes time to grow, Doc. What kind of scientist is that guy? Alright, so let's take another crack at that book. So it's all about the book. Yes sir, yes doc. Do what the doc says. Anyway, that's the end of the day, I think. We cook up some potatoes, and tomorrow, hopefully, we get to do a little bit more than just a tutorial. just did that. So you can zoom in and out. Hand over the potatoes. Yeah, I'd be pretty bored with potatoes if I had to eat them every day as well. Alright, and then, yep, at the end of the day you just jump on the bed and sleep. So that's basically how Harvest Moon has always worked. It's sticking to tradition so far. The difference, I guess, with between this and Story of Seasons is Story of Seasons is still a Harvest Moon through and through, but by the same token, it does do things a little bit differently. Olive Town is a little bit different in terms of its concept and structure, so this one is much more traditional so far. That's another little spirit. The Harvest Sprite of Life. There we go, there's a couple more of them. They're all so cute. What we get? Some kind of treasure, I'm sure. What's that? A medallion. So we've got to track down 6 medallions in total. That's another quest we've been given. Not just grow stuff, but also find these medallions to help out the sprites. Again, that's very typical for Harvest Moon, especially since Harvest Moon became Harvest Moon and what was Harvest Moon became Story of Seasons. This is what Harvest Moon has been doing ever since. Collecting medallions, helping the sprites out, and so on. So as we get these medallions and help out these sprites, we're going to have more vegetables to grow, I guess. That seems to be how the progression is going to work. Probably nothing else to do right now. It is 1 AM, so we'll just head back to bed. Doc's still up. So travel might be. I mean, that would play into the concept of one world, I guess. In the subtitle of the game, one world suggests some kind of travel, but that would be different. I don't think any Harvest Moon game has had travel as a theme or story of seasons. They've always been kind of based around a small local area that you just wander around. So that would be interesting if you get to travel the world in search of new and exotic foods and things. Apparently there is a lot of exotic animals in this game as well to make as pets and whatever. Okay, wakey wakey. I want to water my plant first. Oh, he's not going to let me. But if I don't water my vegetables first, then my day's routine is ruined. That's why I always have a routine with these games. The first thing I do each new day as my character wakes up is I go and water all my plants. Ooh, we got a barn. Now you can set up a farm anywhere. Okay. This is getting weird. This is getting very weird. Feed him items to save up energy for your farm. So, oh, you've got to throw the vegetables into the machine here. Okay. That's fine. So, hold and drop. There we go. I've charged up Sparky. You can store your farm once Sparky's energy reaches its maximum level. Okay, so at a guess then, I'm going to say that we need to go from place to place in this world, this one world, and spend some time there farming up crops and whatever, and then we'll be able to move on. That seems to be the contrivance that they've done to make this work, this concept work. I'm guessing the brown patch is the bountiful soil. I'm actually intrigued by this idea. I do like the idea of actually travelling from place to place, and the mobile farm, and each place having different animals and foodstuffs to collect. It could be fun. Alright, so now we're going to go and get some more food, and hopefully we can water that plant. I'm going to be very upset if that plant dies, because it was just a tutorial plant. If I can't grow it all the way, then I'm going to be very upset. Okay, so we need to go and find potatoes anyway. Oh, he's back again. Alright, so hopefully we've got a little bit more freedom now. Nope, looks like we're going to have another cutscene just here because I see the little exclamation mark in the, Oh! Turnips growing. We got a turnip. No acorns there. That only took 1 day to grow, that was fast. We did indeed find new food. So finally we can eat something. How would she know that it's called a turnip? Oh no, she would know it's called a turnip because she's read the book. I don't know if they're going to know how to cook a turnip though. Just taking a wild guess on how to cook a turnip. Alrighty then. So, where are we at? Ah, cool. Bigger bag. Excellent. Thanks for your help, Mum. I was going to say the bag space that we had previously was like 3 spots. That wasn't going to work. Now we've got plenty of space to fit stuff. Alright, looks like we're ready to go adventuring. Probably have to say goodbye to the Doc. Yep. Goodbye, Doc Jr. He gave us a Switch. He gave us a video game console. Keep us entertained while we're traveling. No, a dock pad. And looks like we are actually now on our way. The whole game's about to start. Not too bad. The tutorial takes half an hour. So, there you go. Let's pull up this dock pad, shall we? There we go, dock pad. That's a cute little cow icon. Oh, that's the people. That's our relationships. We better save. There's the world map. Oh, I see. It does look like it's a pretty big world to explore and set up camp with and stuff. At least, what, 1, 2, I'm counting 5 villages there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm actually interested in going further into this. I'm looking forward to this now. I wasn't sure going into it because I heard people weren't very happy with it. And of course it might go south from here, but this is what I look for in a Harvest Moon game, and so far I have not been disappointed. Okay. Give me a seed. Potato seeds. Ew. We're already sick of potatoes. Can't go into there. Need to break down the blocks first. Need a hammer. Oh, that's a nice bit of perspective. Ah, I see. So wherever we see a Sparky, we can set up our... So this will be our first home, I guess. Our first proper home. There we go. Not bad, we've got a little bit of land to play with. I don't think I have any chickens yet, do I? You can buy or tame an animal and keep it at your animal barn, brush and feed them daily. You can let the animals out to graze. If they get too stressed, they should graze every day, otherwise they get sick. Yeah, I don't have any animals yet, but I will. That's always a big part of Harvest Moon, is collecting up them animals. Oh, there's a travelling person to chat to here. Hello. Twin Tails! Samantha's my favourite already. Hello, Twin Tails. With a bunny clip too. And a convenience store costume. That's a very Japanese convenience store style costume. Shopkeep. She'll just travel around, following me. Doesn't matter where I set up my little house. There we go, shipping bin. That's where we make our monies from. Just there. Okay, so that's where the requests come in. And this is our home. Not so much stuff right now. Where's our tool shed? Where's my tool shed? I need my tools. Maybe there? Oh well, I've got all the tools I need, I guess. Yep, so that little heart thing there is the stamina system in the game. There we go. And water. Done. That's really all I've got to do right now. Can't go anywhere that way. We might as well continue to explore then. Let's see what we can see down here. Our first village. poor cows are sick. Braden, he's not happy with us. We just said his cows look sick. Braden's a cranky soul. Oh, you can get goats. Excellent. I was wondering what animals, because every Harvest Moon game has different animals that you can collect and farm. And sometimes they go all out with a huge range of animals. Like there was one that I really enjoyed on the Wii, and I spent about 100 hours playing this one, Tree of Tranquility, which was not people's favourite Harvest Moon game, but I really liked it because you can get ducks. And I had a lot of ducks. I like ducks. But if you can get goats, that's a good thing. Alright, so I guess we've got to help out these cows. This is our first job. Am I going to get a whole bunch of cows, like straight away? Usually that's a a mid-term goal in a Harvest Moon game. It's not something that just happens from the outset. Okay. So every day we need to clean out the animal barn, otherwise the animals will get stressed. Fair enough. And then use compost as fertilizer for crops. Okay, let's do that. Clean that away. Feed the animals. Oh, so cute. The cow's so cute. Big fan of the cow. So I can milk the cow. Excellent. Oh, maybe you're shearing the goats, I reckon. Possibly sheep, of course, but I would think that it'd be the goats. No, it's a sheep, I think. It's a sheep. Hello, sheepy. So we get some wool out of the sheep. Brush, pitchfork, milker and clippers. Okay, so we've got everything we need to start looking after animals, which is good. Right, so there's a sprite there. That'll give me some seeds. Oh, turnip seeds. Good. Grow different kinds of things. And another seed here. More potatoes, which are not very nice. Maybe some turnip. I'll be getting... Oh, no, dome cabbage. Our first cabbage. Cool. So maybe I don't get a cow just yet. But I know how to look after them now. I wonder if I can go in there. No, that's just their home. Shouldn't hang out there. Alright, next up. There's a person here that wants to talk to us. An animal dealer. There we go. Now we can have an animal. I need to track down 4 potatoes. Alright. So we've got our first quest. Our first mission. Our first objective. Collect potatoes for that woman. It's a pretty big little town. Pretty big little town. I realised what I said there. Maybe this is where we buy new seeds from. Yeah. So what can we grab? Whoa, those seeds are expensive. I ain't got that kind of money. I could buy feed, but I haven't got a cow yet, so no point for that. What do we got here? That's a chicken weather station. More turnips. But now I want potatoes. I need... Oh, there's a fox. Hello, Foxy. You can be friends with the fox immediately. You can pet the fox. That's cute. Oh, eggplant now too. I won't go across further. I'm just wandering around exploring the town for now, because I do want to go and plant those additional seeds that I've got. And I'm running out of time in the day. As you can see, it is already 2 PM. Time goes fast. Oh, it's a bear! That's a cute bear. Can we be friends with the bear? Oh, we can pet the bear! That's lovely. Hello. Ah, yes, I can grab the apples off the tree. Every time I see bears, I'm reminded of this funny little story from Japan. There was a time I was in Japan and we were doing a bushwalk, and there was these signs around in Japanese that were saying, "This is what you need to do if you see a bear," because it was a wild area, so there were bears around and stuff. I didn't see any. But potentially there were bears around. Anyway, it amused me because everywhere else in the park there was English signs as well. So there were signs explaining where you were, directions for places to go, and all kinds of stuff. But there's one sign about the warnings for the bears didn't have an English translation. So I like to think that the Japanese are assuming that the tourists won't know what to do, and the Japanese will, so the bear will go after the tourists. Okay, so we're running out of time for the day. We better go and plant these extra seeds. Before we run out of time completely. Potato seeds, that's the ones we need to plant most urgently because we have that quest to collect potato seeds for whoever. Oh, why did the light go on? That's a good question. Why did the light in my house go on? Nobody's there. I'm a bit worried about that. Just watering my plants. So this game actually controls nice and easily. You would think that it would be hard to mess up a kind of farming game thing, but you'd also be surprised by how often it becomes too hard to aim your character or to pour the water out, but it's all very nicely produced and put together. That's all my seeds done. So that's really all my day. I don't have anything else to do today, so we'll chill. We will just jump in bed, save and sleep. No money today because I didn't ship anything, of course. Go visit Braden. That's on our to-dos, but first I'm going to water all my plants. So there we go, I put some compost on there as well. Alright, so chores, morning chores done. Let's go do what we were asked to and chat with Braden. Oh, the sprite's back. I wonder if I can get another seed. Turnips. So they just show up every day, I guess. That's going to make getting seeds good and easy. There we go. That's, oh, there's another one there. Tomatoes! Yay, we can grow tomatoes now. Alright. So... the poor sick cows. She's a vet, but I don't trust her one lick. That's not very nice. Yeah, that's true. That's what vets do. They do indeed charge an awful lot of money. But you got to do what you got to do for your animals. So, just before I do that, I'm going to go and plant those additional seeds. Because why not? I'm going to put my tomatoes over here. My tomatoes are special. I think that's all the seeds I have now. I think. Yeah, nothing else. So just water those. Well, this game is not stingy on the seeds. We're, what, 51 minutes in, and usually 50 minutes into a Harvest Moon game or Story of Seasons, you don't have anywhere near that amount of crops growing. So it looks like this one's aiming for fast-paced progression. There we go. Oh, some more sprites here. That means more seeds. Orange pepper. Nice. Turnip. Not so nice. Well, I mean, turnips are fine, but boring. Orange pepper's pretty cool. Hello, Fox. Oh, she's got cool hair. Cool wet, Gabrielle. What do we got? What do we... Medicine, right? Yeah, give us some medicine. Oh, I see. The rancher's just that hopeless. He hasn't realised that the cows need to eat. That's terrible. Seeds are a magic item that cause grass to grow. No, they're not. Anyway, the cows will get food and then they won't be sick anymore. And I'm going to quickly hang out with a fox. Pat the fox. I'm going to make him my pet. Pat the fox. Oh, fox is already a little bit happy with me. Give me some seeds. Oh, just turnips. Anyway, we've got to go back to the farm now. Cow farm. Pink arrow's pointing me over here, so how did it go? Right, okay. He's an artist to boot. Yeah, that's the important bit. Don't misjudge Braden. Okay, sure. Alright, so now we've got to grow some grass. We've got two quests going at the same time. We need to grow potatoes and grass. So I'm going to grow the grass over here as well, I think. That's a lot of grass. Alright. I feel bad about putting the tomatoes there then. That's going to be my little grass plot. Oh, I can pull those out. Okay, good. Get rid of the weeds. Probably can't get rid of that. No. I need an axe to get rid of the tree stump. But at least I can put the grass down. Alright, what else we got? Yes, orange peppers. Definitely. Just some turnips as well. Turnip and turnip. And now all I've got left, I think, is just some grass seeds. Yep. Okay, so I'll save those for later. I don't want the my farm plots to be separated like that. Got nothing for you just yet, fella. I didn't go this way before, so... What's that? It's a fennec fox. Is it? It's a rabbit. It's a rabbit! It's a bunny! Bunnies are the best animals. Sweet corn. Cool. Well, we're not going over that way. That's blocked for now. I think the only other place I haven't explored just yet is up here. So we'll go up here. See what there is to see. It gets dark early in this place. It's only 5:50. It's already dark. So moving around actually tires you out as well. That 4 heart thing that I've got up there, that depletes as I move too. Interesting. Because that doesn't happen usually in Harvest Moon games. Well, the Story of Seasons one I'm playing, it doesn't happen. It was a big day though. Again, got a lot done. So we'll duck into here. Have a sleep. And it's a bright new day again. This looks like it's going to be the whole loop of the game. You get a fair amount of quests fairly quickly. You grow plants pretty quickly. You get a lot of seeds. A lot of seeds. And let's see how quickly they grow. Oh. Starting to grow. I do like this process. Every day waking up just to see how much further your plants have come along. Especially when it's a new plant and you're not sure how quickly it grows. Seeing it go through the various stages of growth is a big part of the Harvest Moon appeal. These games are super casual. I love them. There's something very cathartic about just watering plants and watching your little farm grow up. So I've got some white celery to plant there. I'm usually much more organised about how I plant things, and I try to put all my plants into blocks. So the celery goes in one spot, the turnips go in one spot, the grass would go in one spot. But because the seeds just come at me at such a pace and at such random, I'm not quite sure how to lay things out at the moment. But I'll dig these. and see what additional seeds I get today. Red bell peppers now. Cool. So some orange bell peppers and some red bell peppers. Turnip. Now I only had 5 spaces, so it won't take me long to have all the seeds I need. Oh good, that should be enough potatoes then. I think I've grown... Because my objective at the start, well, the objective that that character gave me was to collect 4 potatoes. And I think I've met enough sprites now. I've got enough potato seeds for 4. Another orange pepper. Cool. I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to collect any more seeds than I need to. I'm not going to be greedy about this. Where'd the fox go? Not out. Maybe they worked at different times. They pop out at certain times of day. What about the bunny? Let's see if the bunny's around. Are you there, bunny? Bunny! Hey, old bunny. I'm going to make the bunny my pet. I don't think I should have a bunny and a fox as pets. One or the other. But I think I'll make the bunny my pet. Because I have rabbits in the real world. I love rabbits. They're the cutest animals. Okay, so we'll go and plant those additional seeds. Tomato. Potato. Red bell pepper. Orange pepper. And turnip. There we go. Basically a full plot of land, because I can't remove those blocks just yet. I don't have a hammer. Thanks for the advice, fella. Now let's just check what's in these houses if we can. It's a living house. I would assume that this one is also just a place people live. Yep. Oh, there's a person there. Who's this? Oh, maybe the kid's mum. Let's see if that fox is back. I don't have too much else to do today at this stage now. Tired man. Just disappears off. Getting all those seeds from the sprites has been a very different Harvest Moon experience, because typically you buy the seeds and you've got to have enough money to buy them, so that economy prevents you from having too many seeds in one go, at least especially at the start. But this game's doing things differently. It's just handing out the seeds for free. Hello, kiddo. Where's the pub? Harvest Moon games should always have a pub that you can hang around in the evenings, but there's no pub in this little town. Maybe the next village we get drop in at. Just fill up my watering can, just to be efficient. We don't have anything else to do, so we may as well doze off, save and sleep. Still not earning any money, of course. Alright, let's see how things have progressed now. Oh! We've nearly... We should be able to pluck that turnip, I would say. We got a turnip. And a beet. Didn't even know I was growing beets. Red turnip too. Different kinds of turnips. That was fun. So the seeds might have different variations depending on what you're growing. Or how you grow them, perhaps. It also may change. So a turnip seed might be any of a couple of different veggies. That's cool. I like that. A little bit of unpredictability about planting some seeds. Alright, so... I've got all this stuff I can... Oh, I didn't even realise. That milk and stuff that I got in the tutorial, I actually kept that, so... Get rid of those. Get rid of the mushrooms. Get rid of the apples. I'm going to make some cash here. Get rid of that turnip, that's a cheap one. I might keep the beet. I might give that as a gift. But I'll sell everything else off. Now I need to get a couple new seeds from these sprites. Some more turnips. Tomato. Cool. And hopefully... something interesting from up here. Just grass. Boring. I'm not growing grass at the moment, so give me something else. Turnip. That'll do. Oh, Fox is back. Here we go. Hello, buddy. Fox is liking me. He's already got a whole music note filled up in his relationship with me. I wonder if I can give... It's locked. Now, let's go see if the bunny's there. Pat the bunny. The bunny's there. Hello, bunny. I wonder if I can feed him. I'll give him the beet. Do you want it? Oh, he did. He ate it. He took it. See? He's getting much closer to going to be... He's going to be my pet. That was $120 worth of beet I gave him. I could have sold that for a lot of money. Alright. There we go, that's all my chores for the day done. So, don't have anything else to do right now. I might as well just chat to this guy. What's he got to say? Not a lot. Not a lot. I like how people just randomly show up. and then disappear after you talk to them. Speaking of, I don't think I've seen you before. Did you come from down south? I heard there was a house out there. Tired Man must be his name. You can build a relationship with him because it's got the 5 hearts there. But his name is Tired Man. Oh, that's right. There's a bear there too. I want to make friends with the bear. Hello, bear. It'll be much easier getting up here once I can get rid of these rocks, because my farm's just over there. For now, it's a long trip. Friendly man. I still don't have any cash to actually go shopping anyway, but I will after today, because I have all that stuff in the box to ship out. So once, I think it was 6 AM in the morning, they said that they collect the shipping stuff. So once it hits 6 AM in the morning, I will have plenty of money. Nothing else to do today, so we'll just jump into the bed, save and sleep. There we go, I got $914 from all of that stuff I shipped yesterday. Alright, so I think that is enough for this stream. I think that gives you an idea of what Harvest Moon One World offers. I've gone and met some animals. I'll be able to make some of those my pets. I have a basic idea of how the farming works now. I've got a good plot of land going. I've got my overall quest to collect the medallions and revive the Harvest Goddess. And I've got a bunch of little sub-quests to go along the way. There seems to be a lot to do in this game, which is good. And I'm actually enjoying it more than I thought I would, because there are a lot of people out there that are not happy with this at all. But at least the first hour and a half that I've played so far, I'm digging it. It's not anywhere near as richly realised as Story of Seasons, which I'm also playing ahead of its launch in a couple of weeks. But it's not bad by any means. It's definitely, if you're a fan of Harvest Moon, there is something to enjoy about this one. So I will tap off now. Thanks very much, everybody, for watching. Have a great weekend or week, depending on whether you're watching this now or on replay later on. But yeah, thanks as always for watching, and we will see you at the next streams next week.